17-year-old suspect is in the hospital in critical condition.
This afternoon, officers found the boy unresponsive in a holding cell inside the Norfolk Circuit Court building. Medics rushed him to Centera Norfolk General Hospital. 13 News Now reporter Robert Boyd is there live.
Robert, foul play is not suspected here, correct?
That's absolutely correct. The sheriff says he doesn't understand how you could think about foul play in this case simply because this inmate, this teenager, was all by himself in that holding cell. But that means there's a couple other factors involved here. Either it was a medical issue, some sort of weird accident, or self-inflicted.
Highly unusual. Hasn't happened in my 6 years here at the sheriff's office.
Sheriff Joe Barron says he is just as anxious as anyone to find out what happened to a 17-year-old being held in a holding cell at Circuit Court today, awaiting a hearing for felony charges.
One holding cell, one inmate, so which is part of why we don't suspect foul play, because he was in the cell by himself.
The deputies are required to check on the detainee at least twice an hour. It was during one of those check-ins that they noticed the teen was unresponsive. They immediately performed CPR until paramedics arrived and rushed him to the hospital.
All of our deputies are trained in CPR. All of our deputies are trained to respond to whether it's somebody that's in the jail or, as in this incident, someone over in the courthouse.
The sheriff said he doesn't know what deputies could have done differently. The investigation is now being turned over to Norfolk Police.
What I'd like to see happen is for us to have a complete picture after this investigation of everything that we knew, when we knew it, and whether there was anything we should have known differently, and whether we responded appropriately.
The sheriff also said a key piece of evidence could be security video of the holding cell during the time of the incident.
But the hope is that the juvenile will pull through this, okay, and if the juvenile doesn't, then obviously we want to be able to answer any questions we can for the public.
Now, the sheriff is choosing not to release this juvenile's name at this time for a couple of reasons. Number one, he is under 18. He's only 17. He's a juvenile. And number two, he's trying to respect the family, again, during this very difficult time because, once again, he still is in critical condition. Live in Norfolk, Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.